Great. Onegaishimasu.
Onegaishimasu.
Okay, great. So we'll just loosen a little bit. Give it a vertical line. Okay, bring the toes in contact, let the heels strike the ground. Let sink and settle. And so just play with making fist. Strike the ground. Make a fist with both hands. Just slowly work your way up to the side, the arms, out to the side. And up over the top. And then back down. Good. And just loosen out a little bit more. Let the fingers extend out. To one side. Back in the sense, bring your hands up to the top, extend out. Let the feet settle again. Heels just strike the ground. Just settling the body down. It's the swing from the back. We're going to move from the shoulders. Let the arms just hang heavy. Forwards and backwards. And use the head. All right, just working side to side. Come back to the fist, just allow the arms out. Reach one way and the other. Okay, so rotation. Great, and opening and closing. Just keep the hands by the pelvis. Hands be folded. Start to open the movement out, open the arms up, start to roll with the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists. Just play with one movement. Let the arms trace up the body, right down the back of the head, and then up and over. So they come up, over, like a really light shoulder trace, but come in all the way up and over the back, the head. Just let the spine wave as the hands roll up as well. Whoop. Good. Just open that movement out into nice deep breath at the top. A little bit of a back bend. Hinging from the hips, bending the knees, coming down. Lengthen, extend down. And roll yourself back up. Just nice and slow first few. Breathing in, lengthening down. And curling up. And lengthening down. Curling up. And down. And start to float a little bit more. And just follow your own breath. Last one, just so I just have to hold at the bottom. Circle into the ground. Release the shoulders, top of the head, the neck, face. Just use gentle movements to spine. Keep the knees relaxed. Good contact with the ground. Feel the pressure in the feet. Start to release the hands out of the ground. Take them to the toes. Press yourself up. Extend it. Good. Just go to the head. Just loosen out to the sides. Pull the chin back a little bit so that you Pull your necks as long. Connect to the ceiling, down to the ground. Again, lengthening the neck. Into the ear. Change. One more time. Change. Just working the front, circling the chin. Rolling the neck. Settle the head back down, take it into the shoulders. Keep that length from the back of the neck. Start to open your body up. And change direction. Circle into the back. And change. And change the arm back. And change. The elbows. Change direction. And play with alternating. Good. The hands. Fists. Reverse into a figure eight. The elbow follow, shoulder stays back. Change the direction. Good, circling the hips. Change direction. To the knees. circling. And change direction. Open out the feet a little bit to continue that rotation or the circle. And change direction. Good. And coming down. Use the hands for you to. And leave the hands down, pull the hips back up, lengthen through the back of the leg. Coming down. Keep a length through the back of the spine. And coming up, lengthen through the legs. One more time, coming down. And back. And just coming back up to standing. So loosen out the ankles. And change direction. And foot off the ground, circle in. Change direction. Circling the leg. Change direction. Circling the hip. And change direction. Shake the leg out. The other side. Change direction. Sit in the foot. Change direction. The leg. Change direction. Circle the hip back. And change direction. Good. Shake out the legs a little bit. Good. Okay, take yourself into a nice long lunge and pull it back. Heel into the ground, nice and wide. Standing on a train track. Change the foot. Okay, change, bring the knee down. Stretches the front hip. Change. Time. Bring the back hand, the opposite hand down. Reach up to the ceiling. Good. And so we change. Great. Find both knees, find the toes, press into the hands, pull the hips up, lengthen up, tread the heels a little bit. Last one for legs, extend out through the heel, with one leg, lift it up, end up on 3, point of contact. Place it down slowly, pick the other leg up. Couple more times each leg. Loosen it down, pick up the other one. 2 more. Right leg. And left leg. And down. Right. Walk the hands toward the feet. Lengthen down. Also to the legs. Bend in the knees. Fold. All the way up. Right. Good. Just do a little bit for the wrist. Just take yourself into bed. Okay. Hold it on a little bit. And holding it. Release it. Pick up the things a little bit. Change the side. Hold it. Release it. Pick up the hand. Check out the A sheet. And hold it. Stand up with the thumb. Wheel the hand a little bit. Roll onto the back. Change the side. Hold it. Open with the left hand. Let's into Sankhya. And holding it. Roll out of it. The other side. Roll out of it. Take the fingers. Roll out. Take the other side. Take into a 𝘱𝘰𝘦𝘴. Just roll over. Take the hand over you can. First, start by extending the arm away. Feel the wrist, the elbow and the shoulder, a little bit of pressure. And release the shoulders as much as you can. And then curl into it. Head goes towards the hand, body leans into it. And release it. Just do a few. Lengthen and fold. Lengthen Let the elbow go up as much as possible as you go into the 𝘱𝘰𝘦𝘴. That's where your elbow is going in the technique. Lengthen. One more time. And release it. Roll out the shoulder a little bit. Good. Look to the other side. Take the hand and lengthen. And just feel the wrist, the elbow, shoulder. Relax up. And release the shoulder as much as you can so it's mobile. And then roll the head, let the elbow go up. Release and lengthen. And fold into it. Lengthen. And fold. Lengthen, last one. Fold into it. Okay, great. Untangle yourself, roll out the shoulder. Shake out the hands. Put it up and down. Rotating. The arms. Good. Plant the feet and take it forward. We'll just do a few just to bring the hands into it. We're going to take a nice deep breath in at the top. Let the hands cross over, bring them down with the out breath. Pulse through the center. And take it into the hands, the feet. And the breath kind of naturally finishes. Just hold it. Take a nice deep breath in again. Feet come down, breathe out. Get out a little bit. Just follow your own breath in this one. So a few sets. Good. So let the body settle, let the arms come down. Keep a nice natural breath. Okay, good. We will do Joe today. Stick. Good. So we'll see if we can do the 31 kata, see if we can do it in its entirety. So we'll just start the first 3 moves going into it. So just take your time with it. Left side forward. Nice and coordinate it together. We go. Pitch. Knee. Sound. And back to command. Itch, knee, sound, come on. Itch, knee, sound, come on. 2, 3. Continue attack. Keep going. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Just one thing. Just focus on one thing, which is the solar plexus. So this area of the body, and basically its direction as you do it. So watch this as I go into the. If I'm not already collapsed here in this position, as I go into, there's a tendency to collapse this point of the body, and then it's basically going towards the ground, and then maybe I just stay there all the time, and it's kind of just small and basically pointing down. So think of this point basically reaching out. So up and out. So the sternum's kind of big and full, and basically out in this position. And as you go into this, try not to collapse it. So as you go in, this, and it stays full, and it stays full, and it stays full, and it stays full, and we're going a bit further. But keep this point going, basically going out, not down and collapse, basically. Give it a try. Just notice it first. Just notice that part of the body. Tends to be a kind of dead area. Me included. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, let's focus on one more point and then we'll go a little bit further. Focus on the arcs in the arms, which are basically there's two clear movements to this. The first is this movement going into it, where the arms kind of find this double arc. And in the final ski position, so this arc that runs through, especially the front arm, there's really a tendency with this reverse grip that it pushes out and I kind of hyperextend the arm. So allow the arm to naturally find that curve through. And the big one is also the second position. As I roll into this, let the arms really find this kind of arcing position. There's a tendency here also to do the arms either like this or them kind of collapse this way. So find this point in between where you kind of spiral through the joint system. And it means that especially the backhand here really needs to mobilize the movement this way rather than it just does something like that. So this, and then coming back into it that way. And again, that arm wants to hyperextend. Try and keep it shoulder down. Yeah, give it a try. So just working with the arcs in the arm. You can start at either point. You can start with the wrist and its effect on the shoulder, or you can start at the shoulder and its effect on the wrist. But think about one end of the joint system in the arm. So the shoulder goes to the wrist into the shoulder. And look for those kind of natural curves through the system. So, nice. Okay, great. Very good. Okay, we'll just take it up to position 5, so we'll do a few together. Just going up to the 𝑦𝘠𝑗𝑢𝑘𝑢𝑚𝑒. So it goes 𝐵, and go. And back to 𝑘𝑒𝑚𝑎𝑖. Just like go. Back to 𝑘𝑒𝑚𝑎𝑖. Together. Go. And back to 𝑘𝑒𝑚𝑎𝑖. And just in your own time. Give it a go. 1 to 5. Nice and controlled. Great. Okay, we'll just work on the kind of second section with this. So just starting with the right side, let's do a few repetitions there. We're going to go all the way up to 12. So we start with the 𝑦𝘠𝑗𝑢𝑘𝑢𝑚𝑒 on the left side. So you've got 𝑦𝘠𝑗𝑢𝑘𝑢𝑚𝑒 left side. This rotation 𝘱𝑜𝑚𝑒 through the center line. And then you do another 𝑦𝘠𝑗𝑢𝑘𝑢𝑚𝑒 left side. You find the 𝑏𝑎𝑟𝑎i to the back, big sweep. Bring the feet together, Joe comes to the top of the body. Strike down. And then we'll just finish there. We'll go to 11. And then just reset to the right side. So that's your starting position for this one. Goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back to 𝑘𝑒𝑚𝑎𝑖. Good, just in your own time. Just let the breathing. And in the kata, this is starting, the first strike's number 6. Goes up to 11. Good.
Michael?
Yeah, sure, John, go ahead.
On number 10, where they come together, I used to think of that as a protect overhead, but I think you might have said the last time it might be more like Chris.
Yeah, there's a couple of ways you can understand it. In morning. The one if when we do an application of it, when we do the partner practice, it's a strike to the wrist. So the attack on the other side is basically someone coming up to strike, and I'm basically aiming for the wrist at the top to take the hand out. So that movement from the kata becomes this basically a strike up. And that's basically going to flow straight into the next strike. So it's going to be, I'm going to hit the wrist and then bounce out to it and strike the head. So the idea is to basically incapacitate the hand, lose the jaw, and then hit the head. So, but for the kata, which is basically, in a way, it's just training coordination in a sense, even though we've got a lot of the other strikes in it. the intention with this movement in the kata is just to bring the whole body together and set into that position. And then come out of it. And I think the reason for that is it's really practicing also the compressions in the feet, because it's quite difficult if I go into the strike to find that compression in the footwork. So what I focus on here is getting the hips lined up into the feet here, so that I can basically then release the hip from that foot, so that I can go into that second 𝘱𝘰𝘬𝘪𝘩 strike. So yeah, in terms of practical, it's a strike to the wrist, and in the kata, it's just bringing it above the head, but it can be interpreted as a protection, but
Right, yeah, makes sense.
not really when it comes to partner working in this case. Soon.
Thank you, Mike.
Ella, see you soon.
Thank you. See you
Bye.
soon.
See you.
Bye.
Are we doing 31 Jokata?
We are doing the 31. We're just doing 6 to 11. 11. If
Okay.
you can remember. If not, give me a shout. Okay. Nice. Yeah, good. Nice. Very nice. Great. Good. Very nice. Okay, good. We'll try and bring this all together. So just start with number 1. We'll go to position, we'll go to 11 and come back to 0. So let's go in here. We'll do a few together. Goes ich, ni, sa, shi, ro, rock, sich, hach, chu, ju, 𝘱𝘰𝘢𝘵, and back to come up. Ich, ni, sa, shi, ro, rock, sich, hach, chu, ju, 𝘱𝘰𝘢𝘵, and back to come up. One more time together. Ich, ni, sa, shi, ro, rock, sich, hach, chu, ju, 𝘱𝘰𝘢𝘵, and back to come on. Good. Go ahead and do the whole set. You can break it down, whatever you like. If you got any questions at all, let me know. And keep a nice steady pace with it. As you're doing it, just bring yourself back to those 2 points. One is the solar plexus. That's going to align a lot of things. So think about the solar plexus basically leading and basically radiating out. Solar plexus. Think about like the sun radiation, boom, out. And the other one is finding the arcs across the arms and the spirals, which is going to be really about the position of the shoulder, the mobility through the wrist. Nice, perfect. Nice, very nice. Okay. Good. Okay, I'm going to try and get through it all. So we'll go to the second major section in the kata, which is the 6 count, and going into the finishing position, which is the 22-23. So start with the 6 count. In this case, it starts from 𝘰𝑗𝑗, goes ski up to the top, 𝑦𝑜komen, means the 𝘰𝑗𝑗, striking low, back into 𝑘𝑚𝑎i, neutral, and then you find the low ski, strike low, bring the knee down, bring the jaw back, coming up, ski to the throat, and then rolling back into 𝑘𝑚𝑎i. And it's a nice section because it's kind of circular. It starts and ends right in the same spot. And I should technically be on the same point that I finished, that I started. I should finish on the same spot. So we'll do a few. Goes ich, ni, san, shi, ro, rock, lo, sich, 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, 𝗔𝗜𝗞𝗜𝗠𝗪𝗪. This is an 11 count. Go ich, ni, san, shi, ro, rock, sich, 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, 𝗔𝗜𝗢𝗪𝗪𝗪. Good, give it a try. And this is 13 to 22, 23. So, okay, nice. Yeah, it's the tricky one. Okay, great. So there's a kind of nice symmetry in this kata. There's a nice symmetry with it where you do it. It's like, I think of this as like basic and then complex. So the first set of the 6 count is like a basic blueprint for the next pattern in the kata. So you've got the same basic kind of setup without the 𝑔𝘰𝘦𝘳𝘥 because you're going down with it. But if you think about this, you've got a 𝑔𝘰𝑬, you've got a 𝘥𝘰𝘦𝘴, you've got a draw back of the 𝑗ō, and then you've got to strike out this way. And then as you come back, you repeat it, but you do it in a more complex way. So you go down, you strike and you draw the 𝑗ō back, and then you strike out. You do it, and you roll back. So it's useful to if the body's in order in the basic one, I can go to the complex one. If the body's not really in order as I go from the basic into the complex, it's really a disaster. So there's a few ways I can lose the connection with this one. One is that the body in the complex one basically isn't in the ground as I go into the ski. So I've lost the back foot, and then the next move is just to fall forwards into it. The few other ones are also like, this is not really timed together, or I'm kind of reaching out with the 𝗿𝘰𝘀𝑪 here. And then the second one is that the body doesn't really know how to use the ground, so it kind of comes up and out this way. So focus on the basic one, and then as you do it, you basically apply the basic pattern to the complex one. It's just a variation on that basic. Yeah, ish. Give it a try. Not with the 𝗿𝑠𝑖, obviously you're doing it first, but give it a try. You do a kind of basic set, then you do a more advanced form of it. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay. That's it. Okay. Oh. Okay, good. Okay, so we won't do the whole thing. We'll just focus on this a little bit, and we'll take this bit. It's a nice one to go into fluid as well, but we'll just look at just a few points with this. When you do obviously you do this account, you've got the 𝑦𝑜-ment, and you've got the pull back, and then you've got the in movement. Later, this becomes basically one thing. So like 15, 16 is really one movement. So we'll just play a little bit here, just with the 6 count. Just with this, you've got the ski, come back with it, and then think about 15, 16 basically coming together. And don't worry about losing the 𝑗ō in this case. What you're looking for is the back hand to really initiate the movement. So you've got 13, 14, 15, 16. And the key with this is again, that will carry over into the next more complex movement, is that the weight's loaded into the front leg, and the back is able to mobilize this way. So I know in the basic pattern, when we do this, we do a kind of shuffle. So we do like bump, 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 and we shuffle back with both feet. It's okay because it's training the body to kind of move as one piece, but later when you do this, you need to basically be able to land the weight into the front leg and just mobilize the back hip this way, and then release through and come into this way. But just focus on this, the ski into the yokome and into that get down position. So it's going to look something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 comes together. So it's separate, but it's starting to kind of pull together a little bit. And later this is 15, 16, just as one movement. And if you look at the films of Saito Sensei doing this rapid, doing it fast, or if you look at O Sensei doing these movements, just they just go as one thing. But the key is that kind of grounding in the feet, compression down, release it. Good. Okay, good. Now take this into the complex pattern, but again, just focus on the you can do the ski low. Actually, do the ski low because it sets you up for the strike. You do the what's now a get down, sorry, a high-gashi, a low high-gashi, and then a pull back. So it looks something like this in the set, but again, it starts to come together. You've got this, this, and this down. And then just coming back up into it. The skis, the setup low, this direction, and then maintain it through the strike, and then draw the jaw back through this way. So really try and control, get the keys, the weight entering the front leg through the strike. And I need that weight to be forward on the front leg because that's where my power is going into the strike. And again, the back hip's going to mobilize the jaw to take it to the hip.
Could you slow it down, please, Michael?
Sure.
There.
Let's see. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Is it a yokoman strike then? I know.
Yeah, it's a strike for the leg. So it's going to arc out. If you do that with Shoman, you basically miss the leg. You basically go and miss the leg. So it's a yokoman because it goes bang, bites into the knee this way. So my aim is to basically take the front knee out this way, and I can only do that with a strike that way.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
The knee.
I'll give it a go.
I hit the knee like this, wham, like that. So it's a yokoman. There's only one Shomanuchi in this kata really, so it's the as you rotate to the back. All the rest of them are yokoman. Nice, kata. There we go. Great. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. One of the problems with this move, and especially when you do this fast, is you are losing the power in the strike. So it looks something like this. So I just kind of pull the jaw back as I'm doing it, and there's no power in the strike at all, and there's no function in the strike either. So if you do that during the partner work, I'm basically not there, and bam, the person's basically on top of you as they go because you've not initiated the strike where they need to protect themselves. They just get open and then bam, the jaw's in the face, basically. So as you do this, focus on, you do it, the strike strong, and then you pull it back, and then follow up into a ski, and then come back. So just play with this as a set again. Play with the whole series. You've got the basic 6 count, and then you've got this more advanced one going down. But focus on slowly trying to bring these movements together now. So let's get 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 coming back. So it's just starting to introduce a little bit of fluidity to it, but it's actually the function of the form. The kata later will do this naturally. Yes. Good. H. O. N. N. Okay, last 3 repetitions. Do it slow, but do it in a fluid way. So just as flexible as you can with it. So we'll look at this a little bit this week, but it's going to look something like this. So it's slow. I'm starting to bring the kata together a little bit. So it's just rounding off those kind of edges, but keep the strikes in place. All of the organizations the same. We'll do one more set. Pretty good. Okie dokie. And when you finish, come back and we'll bow. Good. Okay, great. Perfect. We will bow now. Very good. Great. Domo arigato.
どうも、ありがとうございます。
You do?